Here we come again, Gym Teacher Dreams podcast. And once again, of course, Ryan and Ray doing it up, and we've got an old buddy back. And you know, when Mike DeVito comes, you know what that means? Fantasy league time, fantasy battle. So we've got another fun one for you. And all three have done our research. So first off, Michael, how are you today?
Doing well. Good to be back. Thanks for having me.
Man, looks like you've aged like 10 years since last time I seen you.
It's the beard.
You're definitely the beard.
Okay.
Ryan, you don't say that.
It's like doing its job. I'm trying to give off the
doing its job.
No. It's from being married. That's what happens. You age in a hurry.
Yeah.
Pick. There's always a reason behind things you say. That's great. Good job. How is married life? How's married life?
It's good. We got a nice little family
picture.
Hey, is that an owl? Was that was on your animal team right last time, right?
Number one draft pick.
Yeah. So, congratulations! I see that you were a part of the Young Rotary Club.
Yeah. We're starting up Rotaract, and then Rotary. I'm a big part of too. So we have a lot of fun with that. It's been challenging, but with COVID and whatnot. But what hasn't?
Yeah.
So when I yelled at you there when you were on the street, you were getting pictures for one of those.
Yelled at me on the
your wife. You remember your wife was taking a picture of you, and I yelled, "DeVito!" out of my. No, I don't remember.
I'm drawing a blank.
So many people yell at him.
It happens all the time.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, we got to get started here because today our fantasy draft is going to be movie, TV, fictional, human character.
You describe it so well.
Yes. So we have decided no superheroes, no special superpowers other than being really strong, really fast, or anything like that. So did I explain it right? I don't know how else to go. So no guns. So we're not guns. It's going to be more hand-to-hand slash swords or nunchucks or anything like that.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Because I don't want some of my guys coming run at you and just go boom. That ain't right.
Okay.
No.
I think we'll be okay.
Okay. So, Michael, you are our guest once again. You will get the first pick of the match or the league. There you go. Get your notes ready.
A little paperwork here. All right.
The war room.
So this was a tough one. So first pick, I feel like I need to snatch this guy up before anybody else does. I'm going to go with Dalton from Roadhouse. Patrick Swayze.
Oh, we know Dalton.
Yeah, he crosses on so many different planes, I think. Just a general specialist in martial arts. He's got the charisma that the ladies love. I think overall is a good pick. So
he was high on my list. That's a good pick. I had him down a little bit, but I thought it'd be but no, Michael, first round, you're going with Dalton.
Mostly serious question. Do they bring like their female love interest with? Because I mean that would be an especially good pick if that's the case.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm crazy for Swayze, so he's enough for me, but
You better pace yourself, Michael. You're setting the bar pretty high.
I know it. All right, Ray, with your first round pick.
Although I've never seen this movie, just stories I've heard, I have to go with Maximus Decimus Meridius from Gladiator.
You dirty whore. You know that's my boy. Maximus is off. All right.
Okay,
You don't have much to say. You don't have much to say with that. I mean, he's been a leader. He was a leader of the Roman Empire as a general. He became the leader of the gladiators. That's what he does. He leads.
But leader of men. That's what you need.
Okay.
And women.
Well, then I'm going to have to go with. I wanted to pick a leader first. Someone who's going to get us organized and get a plan. So I am going with Hannibal Smith of the A-Team.
He loves it when a plan comes together.
Okay.
That's right.
Is it the original A-Team or the new A-Team?
Well, it doesn't matter because Hannibal Smith was the name both of them, but I'm going the original. He loves it when a plan comes together. And
Mhm.
what more do you want?
Now,
So,
this brings up a question that I did have, serious question. Again, so I asked about the leading lady. I was wondering, like, if you pick Hannibal, who was on my list, very good. I had him ranked a little lower than you, but I like your reasoning. Does the whole team come with him?
no,
Nope, just him.
they're different. Yeah, they're different.
B.A. Baraka still on the board.
Yes.
Okay.
So do I get the next pick then, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay. All right. For my second round pick, I am going with who? A great warrior. I'm going to go with Achilles from
Yeah.
Troy.
Going Greek. Okay.
Yes.
Achilles. I'm surprised you picked him of all the people in Greek history. He seemed kind of like a Sally, but
This is what I love about having you on, Michael.
In
I missed
Troy,
you so much.
in Troy, he was the greatest warrior ever. The movie, no one beat him. So I went with Achilles.
all right. I guess it's from the movies. Yeah, that would make sense. I mean, I think what was his brother's name? Ended up laying a beat down on him. I think, right? Wasn't it? I might have my history wrong, but either way, okay.
All right, Ray, who's your second round selection?
This is great because I'm ended up with the top two people on my board. This one I probably have ranked a little high for personal reasons. I'm going Katniss Everdeen, played by J. Law in The Hunger Games.
Katniss. Well, all right.
She's got to be on my team. That's all.
Now she doesn't get any weapons though.
The pick said no weapons.
No,
So
I
how's that
said
going to affect your game?
I
It
said-
doesn't matter. She's on my team. That's
okay,
all.
hand to hand or weapons on your hand, in your hand.
That's going to
Okay.
be a big hit for you because I don't know how she's going to. I mean, bow and arrow is her deal, but all right.
She's going to be occupied. Okay. She's got a job.
All right, Michael, you have two picks.
Well, I'm going to have to make a change to my setup, but you know what? I'm going to go with it. Because you picked Maximus. I'm going to go with Steven Seagal from Under Siege. So, big distinction here. Not Under Siege 2 when he put on some pounds. I'm talking Under Siege 1. I want to fit Steven Seagal. You know, it underplays himself as a cook, but takes down the whole terrorist regime. So I'm going. That's my pick there.
And
Is he Mason Storm in that one? I think that's one I had picked for him too. There's a couple. No, anyway, Seagal's character. He was
it's
definitely
interesting.
He was Casey Ryback. That was his name. It's Casey Ryback.
Ryback. Okay.
That you bring up the fact that he was a cook because it crossed my mind. I wanted someone who could bring the group back home for a nice meal when necessary. But then I thought,
expect it from him, and he had the interpersonal skills to really rally the group together when it mattered most. So if we're talking about team building, I'm telling you, I think Steven Seagal is going to be your guy. So.
Not a bad pick.
Yeah, he was on my list. About 50th out of 50th. But all right, here we go. Michael, you got another pick.
Oh, all right. Okay. So I need a leader because Dalton from Roadhouse is going to be too much of a one-man show. Steven Seagal doesn't know that he's the leader that he is. So I really wanted somebody who would bring out and accentuate, really bring the team together. I'm going to go with William Wallace from Braveheart, played by Mel Gibson.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah, he's
This
pretty
is
high on my board.
He gets his horse, by the way. So if Mr. T gets his gets his van, I want William Wallace to have the horse.
You can have the horse.
All right. I don't think it's a tall ask, but all right.
All right, Ray.
All right, this is one of my favorite characters in terms of, man against an army type thing. I'm going Clyde Shelton, played by Gerard Butler in Law Abiding Citizen. I love his style. I just, his method, whatever. And Michael, before you got on, if I remember right, Pick and I were talking how, there's sort of categories of people, like there's a type, right? So there are other people like, Gerard Butler and Clyde Shelton, but this guy was number one of that type for me.
Yeah. Okay. No, I see that, and I'm doing a little. I haven't seen Law Abiding Citizen, but I'm pulling up my resources now. So Philadelphia home invasion. Okay, I got it here. Daughter and wife forced. No, it's a sad story. So he comes from tattered roots. All right.
All right, I've got two picks. With my third round, I'm going Jason Bourne.
Ooh, that is a good one.
That is.
Thank you. And along with Jason Bourne, coming to team is going to be Michael Ja White. And he's Bone in Blood and Bone. But if you don't know him, he's one of the best. No?
Don't know.
Man. He's one of the best, those type of fighters. So
What was his name?
Michael Jai White. He's a bad mother, okay? But
Shut your mouth.
his name in the movie I decided was Isaiah Bone.
Isaiah? What's this movie that he's in?
Blood and Bone.
Blood and Bone. Okay. Trying to see if 2009. Okay. I see what you're talking about. All right. Was he from Los Angeles? Moves to Los Angeles after his release. He's an ex-con. Okay. Fulfills dead friends. All right. Yeah, I got the bio I need. That makes sense.
And he's mean. All right, Ray.
Speaking of bad and mean, this is a dude I definitely wanted on my team. If you've heard me speak of this dude, you know he kind of gives me nightmares. Anton Chigurh, played by Javier Bardem, No Country for Old Men. Bad mother, mean, gets the job done. I want him on my side.
Yep.
How's he going to work in a team environment, though, Ray? I mean,
listen, we're covering. I imagine we're in a big city and we got ground to cover. He takes the right and a couple. He goes on his own. You got that flank, and we know you got it.
he's going to have to be mission driven because I don't know that he's going to work well with others. I mean, we'll see how you play the hand. I'll give you that. He's a danger.
I'm very satisfied with my team to this point. And you wait till my next pick if you don't snatch this person up.
I had him on my list. I can't find him, but yeah, No Country for Old Men.
Look under B, bad mother.
I'm surprised that you guys haven't taken this guy yet. So I'm going to just jump right in and snatch him up. I'm going to go with John McClane.
Oh, a little later on my list, but I like where your head's at.
Yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Yep. That's all you can do.
Yep.
Like how he handles situations under pressure. Again, he's an underdog. You wouldn't expect it. And plus, he's in law enforcement. So I figure he's got to have some degree of team mentality, working well with others.
Oh.
This is Die Hard 1 we're talking about, too. I don't want all the experience and baggage he carries into Die Hard 2. I just want the first iteration, John McClane. So.
All right. Sounds like a plan. Ray, who's your next pick?
Nope. Michael's got two.
Oh, Michael's got two. You're right.
All right. So this is a tough one for me, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna push off who I would have picked because I don't think you're gonna take her. I'm gonna go with. No, maybe I should. I'm gonna go with Uma Thurman from Kill Bill.
Kill Bill. Yeah.
The second you said swords, this immediately who my head went to. I was like,
The Bride. She's always on the list when you look up this type of stuff. So there you go. You each got a lady. I'm gonna have to be politically correct. All right.
You do you.
That's right. All
No
right.
judgment
Ray,
here.
who do you got?
Well, Michael, I gotta give you props for that pick. She would have been next on my board, but you scared the heck out of me when you said John. My next pick is John Rambo.
all right.
So listen, I know what you're gonna say.
He was on deck. So
I got Anton going right because he's an army of one, and he doesn't work well with others. I got Rambo going left, army of one. He doesn't do well with others. So listen, I think I'm gonna be okay.
Yeah. Maybe.
and you're leading with Maximus, I'm guessing. Maximus is first to the charge.
Absolutely.
Just seems like in true fashion. So
There's so many good ones to select from yet, but I gotta go. It doesn't matter any type of Bruce Lee movie. I'm going with Bruce Lee.
Old school kung fu. All right.
Yeah, and with Michael's his issue with my team about the weaponry and whatever. Bruce Lee didn't need no weapons. He Fist of Fury type thing. So I know Michael likes that pick.
That's right.
No, Bruce, it's a solid pick for sure. And I got
my research.
Bruce
That
Lee
name,
at you, so.
yeah, that name came up a lot in my research. So.
And then Talking about, let's see here. Oh, who's my next guy? I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with him. One of my faves. Got to go with Frank Dukes. Bloodsport, baby.
Hmm.
I'm collecting quite the karate kung fu guys here right now.
So you got Hannibal leading your team. You got Achilles, I don't know, crying in a corner, presumably. I don't know. Jason Bourne
This guy.
is probably working like his own angle. He's somehow figuring out how to overturn Hannibal. Bruce Lee would be your gopher. I imagine he's going to take orders, no problem. At Frank Dukes, I don't know his persona though. I'm unfamiliar. Can you give me a little backstory on this guy?
He just won the underground kumite.
That's all.
That's all.
Oh, so he's just literally a martial. You got an actual martial artist. So this is a guy he's known for. Okay.
Well, he was part of the friend. Oh, he's so many of them. I could pick a couple of them, but he was part of some military that he snuck out to be able to get in his kumite and win it for his sensei.
Okay, and he was apparently in the movie The Quest in 1996.
He came back to life, Frank Dukes?
Yeah, Frank Dukes, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Or he at least helped choreograph it. I don't know if he played a lead role, but okay, yeah.
All right. Ray, who do you got next?
Well, I think this whole fantasy battle would be a great mission. Some might say an impossible mission. I'm going Ethan Hunt, Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible.
So, all right,
Hit me with it, Michael. Hit me with it.
I think it's been your best pick. I think he's
Well,
going to put your team together. I think that's really going to blend it nicely.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Ethan Hunt, Mission Impossible. Mission. I'm just making sure I might mark this down. Okay. All right. With that, do a little.
Michael, you got two.
And I'm going to need to make a shift to my plan here since you pulled Ethan out of the hat here, Ray. That's going to affect my decision. So, because you've got yourself a spy. So I'm thinking, oh, and you took John Rambo from me. Yeah, William Wallace. I'm gonna go with some detective experience. I'll go with Jackie Chan. I'll take Inspector Lee from Rush Hour, but I want him from Rush Hour 3. So that was when Lee, I think, really started to sharpen his point, and he started really working well with Chris Tucker. So
Okay, all right. So Inspector Lee of Rush Hour 3.
yep, Inspector Lee. Not to mention the fact that I think he was like close to 50 when filming that movie. So, I mean,
Makes sense, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
still did his own stuff.
And you got another pick?
All right, and that one, no effort required in that choice. I'm going to go with Jack Burton, otherwise known as Kurt Russell in Big Trouble, Little China. So,
Classic. Listen, props to you for knowing that movie.
that was a staple in the DeVito household. So I'm
Dang.
going to say, I think on some level that these are guys that you don't want to just fight with, but you'd be like, let's go get a beer afterwards. Let's talk. You know what I mean? Like, get a little dialogue going. So
That's why Kitness is on my team.
Dudes, once again, I went big for the animal battle. I just want guys who just love to fight. That's
Yeah.
what I want.
I
yeah,
don't care what you do from 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. You know, we're fighting.
Drink your wine, do whatever. But when I blow the whistle, it's time to go.
Yeah. So my pick, again,
Yes.
stretch just a little bit. This is actually kind of a pick for Michael. And Michael, this fits into like your criticism of me. Okay, this dude, wait, he does need weapons. Dang it. But he's a little shady. He's gonna sneak a pistol in.
You could just limit Blade to what right? Doesn't he do like the thing with
Dude, I'm not Blade. I'm going Tommy DeVito, your great uncle from Goodfellas, Joe Pesci. He just
oh, okay. He's
bad
the one.
dude.
He burned the place to the ground, right? He does the whole. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen,
So what is he like in the war room with Katniss? I mean, what's the dynamic on this guy? What's
He's
his?
the dude. He's your hitman. You know, he like takes people out. You know,
Okay.
you mess with him. You know, you mess with the family. He's the one that drives you to the cornfield, and you know, you never come back. You're never seen from again.
Okay.
Okay. It's because honestly, we didn't have a lot of details. You know, I thought I needed one of those kind of, you know, like dirtbag types. You know,
Somebody
don't
who's
cross them.
Here's where I like that pick, right?
Do my dirty work.
You talk to Katniss, she's gonna question the moral and ethical judgment of every call you make. You talk to Thomas as you've described from what is it, Goodfellas? That character from Goodfellas, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a no questions asked. Where do you want the body?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
So I could see it. I
All right.
kind of want to change up the dynamic on my next pick to accommodate that because I really like what you're doing with that.
Okay.
all right, well done. But you know what? When you're in a battle and you need someone with a certain set of skills, I'm taking Brian Mills from Taken.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yep. I passed on him because I got Clyde Shelton, but he was definitely on my list. That's, you know, that type of guy. You need that type of guy.
Well, he's gonna find anything he can. He's really resourceful, and he's gonna make it into a weapon. So that's what I think. I think that's his strength. That's what he's gonna bring.
Well, I'm torn between two guys here for my next pick, and I love this guy. It was surprisingly I enjoyed the movies, The Kingsman. Yeah, you guys watched that one? So
Nope.
he was, and I'm going with Gary Eggleston. Unwin. He was very trained here in hand to hand and all that stuff. Did you watch that movie, Michael?
I've seen The Kingsman. Yep. Yeah, he's the guy. I think he has the umbrella, right?
He's the young guy. Yeah, but yeah. This is the younger one that just was it. So yeah, he's tough. He's been trained. Ain't no thing but chain lane.
Yeah.
All right, Ray, who do you got?
You took two?
Yep.
Here's where it gets a little hairy for me. This dude in my research came up as a bad Mo, although I've never seen the movie, but he was highly recommended. I'm going John Wick. Keanu Reeves in John Wick.
He was my next pick.
All right,
Yeah,
I
that's
love
what
when
you-
that happens.
John Wick.
Keanu Reeves, huh? So here's my question then on Keanu Reeves and John Wick. Can I also pick Keanu Reeves, but playing a different character in a different movie?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
We were picking the character, not the guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Keanu Reeves then, which would be in The Matrix, his character in The Matrix. So
Mhm.
Yep, Neo.
all right,
Yes, sir.
Matrix. We got Matrix. All right. Reeves. And then I have a second pick then? Is
You
that
do,
right?
yep. 9th round.
Surprised that he made it to the 9th round, but I'm gonna go with Arnold Schwarzenegger from
Terminator?
Action Hero.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
Got a lot of
What was-
cops on my team here.
What was his name?
On Last Action Hero, it was shoot. I can pull it up. I got here Jack Slater. Wow, that's a name for a movie. Yep. I go
Yeah.
Jack
Hmm.
Slater, which is the Arnold.
All right, Ray, who do you got in the 9th round?
Michael, you took two?
I did not. No, I did not take two. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you just said you took Neo and
Oh,
Jack Slater.
yeah. That's right.
Okay. Good job, because, yeah, I am sleeping. I had my pick ready. Where is he? Not that one. Oh, okay. I don't know if you guys have seen, hopefully you've seen this movie. There were two of them. The Equalizer. I'm taking Robert McCall, played by Denzel Washington.
Oh,
He's, again, kind of like the Gerard Butler, Liam Neeson in that movie, but I like that character.
Denzel Washington, Robert McCall. Okay.
All right.
What's that movie?
The Equalizer.
Equal. I've never seen that. Oh, okay. Equalizer.
Yeah, they're both pretty good. Similar storyline, as you can probably imagine.
Yeah.
All right. If I want a guy that just likes to, beat people, or he's got his. This is from an old school bag. He's got his big weapon of choice. That's not a gun. I'm going with Bill the Butcher Cutting from Gangs of New York.
All right. Bill the Butcher. Gangs of New York. Okay.
And then this one, you know what? I couldn't decide when I wanted this one, but I'm going with it. I'm going. I just need someone. He's like a machine. I'm going Ivan Drago.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I don't think we have Sylvester Stallone on here. I don't think anybody
No.
wanted.
We got John Rambo, but we don't have Rocky yet.
Okay. Drago. Oh, we do have. That's right. We do have Rambo. Okay. Yeah. Drago. Rocky. Great.
All right, Ray.
How many more rounds we got?
Well, how many we want to go? This is the 10th round. We go 15.
Holy smokes. Mine's going to get pretty thin at the end then, but that's okay. As much as I don't want to take this person, I think, again, leadership skills, if anything happens to Maximus, I want someone who has leadership, what do you call that? Leadership experience. I'm going Colonel Miles Quaritch, played by Stephen Lang in Avatar.
All right.
What was his last name?
It's Quaritch, Quaritch.
All right.
Gotta love his moral compass in that movie.
Yeah,
I will trust you on that.
he doesn't have one.
All right, so that leaves me. Do I have 2 picks or 1 then?
Yes, sir. You got 2, 10
All
and
right.
11.
I'm going to go. So for me, I feel like a big credential to be on my team is you have to be able to break somebody's limb with your bare hands. So, you got Dalton, throat just pulls out.
Yeah.
Okay. You have the bride. She does the, 5 fingers of death. Steven Seagal broke, I don't know how many hands just by, cracking them in half. So, again, Arnold Schwarzenegger, again, classic, just the physical, the strength to break somebody's limbs. I'm going to go with Arnold Schwarzenegger a second time, but in Predator. So I like that guerrilla style attacking, and I feel like the only person who works well with Arnold Schwarzenegger would be himself.
What was his name in that one too?
Put me on the spot. Let's
Sorry.
see. In Predator? No, it's your.
You had
fault.
like 6 pages of notes. You don't have his name handy?
I mean, I don't know that any Dutch. How could I forget? It's Dutch. Okay. Schwarzenegger.
All right.
My dad does the Dutch handshake every time he sees my uncle. It's pretty funny.
What is it? I hear I'm Dutch and I don't even know it.
You can just type in Dutch meme, and it's
I'm going to do that.
Dutch sees his old friend for the first time in a while, and they're like, you've gotten soft, Dutch. And then both of them do like this 2-hand, handshake, but it just zooms in on their just ridiculous muscles. So,
Okay.
that's the scene. Okay, and then second pick. So you might fight me on this, but
Never.
Bruce Wayne, Batman, but I want Michael Keaton because I need some comic relief. I don't like the typical Dark Knight. Now, and here's where I think Batman's not a superhero. He has no real powers. He has a pledge not to kill, doesn't use guns. It's a lot of hand-to-hand combat. He gets lumped into the superhero category, but I feel like when we take Michael Keaton, yep, that's the one. Yep, see what I'm saying? It's this.
It looks like me a little bit.
Soft Dutch. So,
All right. Well, I'll give it to you.
all right. Michael Keaton, Batman.
You were right. I did want to fight you on that, but you explained it pretty well.
And
He's just a dude that wears a costume, right? I mean, really, when it comes down to it.
Little bat ears. I mean,
Right.
All right.
Where does he get those wonderful toys? That's the question I have.
Yeah. A little bit of this, a little coin.
Yeah.
Ray, who do you got in round 11?
Round 11. I wish I would have set up my draft board and did my research with like a different frame of mind. Pick, I think, you have a good outlook on. You just want people that crush, right? It's like if this were a baseball team, you just want home run hitters, and there's, and I was looking at it with some speed, some pitching, some defense. You just want to crush. Michael, I wish I would have thought more about just breaking arms, right, and stuff like that. I mean, I think you guys you've enlightened me a little bit. All right, so I will admit that the rest of my list is a little bit weak, but the strongest person remaining on my board is Alonzo Harris, played by Denzel again, and Training Day. King Kong has nothing on this dude.
Yep. Yep. All right. Is this the round? So if we're going 15, I've got, we're going to have vehicles, right? If we're going to have we may need to get places. So we need someone to be able to drive a helicopter or fly a plane, and so coming along with Hannibal Smith.
Yeah, I was going to say you got Hannibal.
I got Murdoch.
Okay. That's right. He can fly anything, right?
Yes, he can fly anything. So I'm just going to take him, get him out of the way. So I got all my fight. I got a lot of fighters here. And then my next one, just the fear factor itself. Yeah, I don't know hand-to-hand combat. All I know is that if he gets a hold of it, he's going to eat you. Okay? I'm going Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, gee. So you have two Hannibals on your team.
They're going to get so confused, Michael. We got him right where we want him.
Hannibal, yeah, he's just going to eat him. That's all. Hannibal, yes. So Murdoch, I got to get some more fighters here in the next round, but I needed someone. And that was Lecter. I just want, fear factor, eat people.
This is a frightening team you've assembled. I don't know that putting these people in the same room together is a good idea.
Bill the Butcher cutting is crazy too. So if you haven't seen Gangs of New York, really good movie, very bloody and violent. All right, Ray, who you got?
Well, following your pick, there's a run on crazy people, right? I guess that's how it happens in these drafts. This is a dude, innovative, very knowledgeable. He knows a little bit about a lot of things. I'm going, and it doesn't have to be movies, right? Or does it?
Correct. No, that's a movie or TV.
Or TV. Thank you, Dwight K. Schrute from The Office.
All right. You got your behind the scenes planner. He also knows some martial arts, right? So you got that going for you.
And he's usually a couple steps ahead of the game, especially in his own mind.
You want some foresight.
That's the first guy Hannibal's going towards. He's going to eat the piss out of Dwight.
There's a reference in The Office at one point to Hannibal, so at least
I'm sure.
Synergy there. You get a little.
Honestly, if Hannibal went after Dwight, they'd be friends. They're going to hit it off, and yeah.
I'm a little surprised that this guy's making it to the 12th round here, that you guys haven't snatched him up, but I'm going to go with Chuck Norris, Walker, Texas Ranger. So what would he be? Walker in that, right?
Yeah, I was going to go Delta Force Chuck Norris, but I still could, I guess, but you got Walker, Chucky. Yep.
Yeah. So it's like, on the Chuck Norris front. And then I think, in a lot of ways, I don't know that physical fitness gets represented enough here, and with a group of folk like yourself, I think I'm gonna go with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, but I'm gonna take him, and I got a series of movies I can pick from. I want Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson from Baywatch. So
what?
I believe he played Mitch?
Yes.
Yeah. So okay. So I'm gonna take The Rock.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Just he's in case someone needs to be saved on your team, he'll save him.
He has, I think, a lot of components that a lot of my other players don't have, in that he has this sort of this appeal, this just general aura about him that I think exudes charisma. And I think in a situation where, we might have maybe somebody going in undercover, or we might have a more dynamic play than just brute force, I want to have somebody like The Rock to go in and be able to handle that nimble situation. So.
All right. Ray.
All right, I had my next selection highlighted. Oh yeah, that's right. So Michael, you mentioned earlier how having someone like in law enforcement, it could be beneficial. I'm going Martin Riggs, played by Mel Gibson, Lethal Weapon.
No, okay, yeah.
All right.
Head with Bruce Willis. We'll see or John McClane. We'll see what happens.
Well, if Hannibal's my leader, I do need someone to kind of run my crew, and I'm going Duke, played by Channing Tatum in G.I. Joe.
You got Channing Tatum. We got The Rock.
Yep.
Solid star-studded cast.
And my next one, I'm going back. I have to go back to my hand-to-hand, and I am going with, let's see here. I wrote Jet Li, Danny from something. I had to find the movie, but Jet Li's a bad dude in terms of mixed martial arts. If I have to find which movie, but I'm going Jet Li's character, Danny.
Fair point. Jet Li.
All right, Ray, who do you got?
Well, there are just certain people that need to be in situations like this, right? Fights, whatever. Now, this dude was a little bit old in this particular movie, but he still had some bad you-know-what to him. Also, a little bit of a mastermind and a planner. All right, and even though he was old in this movie, he took on a lot of young bucks. All right, Walt Kowalski, played by Clint Eastwood, Gran Torino.
Oh, okay.
Right, I mean, you got to have a Clint Eastwood in something like this, right?
I don't, but you can. Hey,
Okay.
just to let you know, Danny from Jet Li, so you want to add some craziness to my team. He isn't just a martial arts guy. He's a sheltered and controlled man with savage fighting ability, with the intellect and capacity of a small child. This guy I want, just likes to fight.
All right, well, that leaves me with what, 2 picks?
Yes,
right?
we're at a minute here, unless we restart quick.
Better go.
Vin Diesel from The Pacifier. I want a softer Vin Diesel, but with military experience.
Okay, yeah.
And then I want Sean Connery, and I want him from Highlander. So.
You know I love the Highlander, but I couldn't take Duncan MacLeod because he's immortal.
Okay, so we got Sean Connery, Vin Diesel. That leaves you, Borgman, with one more.
One pick. I don't. Since Michael got this was a guy that I wasn't sure, where he fits in or whatever. But you got Batman. I'm gonna take an Indiana Jones.
That would have been a good one. Okay. What is he with his sidekick, though?
Do we want to come back after this to talk a little bit more? Because my last pick is Bane. Bane from Batman.
Bane, and we got Indiana Jones. Just keeping a log of this.
So I got it too.
Good one. Right.
So do you want to come back or another time?
It's up to you.
All right, let's come back.